Let me first start off by showing you guys an update on where I am in my alpha decks. So, I've made quite good progress. I am obviously missing a few. But the alpha dex is coming good. It's coming together. There's only a handful of quote-unquote common ones I'm still missing. Like, I still need an Alpha Duat. I still need an Alpha... Wait, no, that... I don't know if I consider that an easy one. I need an Alpha Duat. I need an Alpha Gumi. An Alpha Spheal. Alpha Vulpix. And I think that's it for the easy ones. All the rest of them are the difficult ones. So, the rest of the evolutions... A Burmy. Cherubi and Cherim. This is the Porygon line, I believe. And then I think this is Spiritomb. This is, I think, the Magnezone line. Like I said, this one's Vulpix. And Bastiodon, Cranidos, Rampardos. I still haven't forgiven myself for failing that Alpha Bastiodon. I could have saved myself so much time had I caught it. But yeah, these are all the alphas that I currently have. The progress is going good. We're almost there. A handful more of quote-unquote easy ones, and then all that's left are the more difficult ones. Won't that be fun? Oh, wait. Before I forget, here are the alpha unknowns I've collected so far. Just whenever I see a new one, I'll catch it. Unknown A, right here. I've gotten a couple dupes already. Like, I think I've gotten, like, 2 Unknown C dupes. And then I think I've gotten an X dupe. Okay, let's get started with the hunt. I don't have a lot to go over tonight. In fact, I only have one thing to talk about tonight, and that being From. I don't have episodes of other shows to go over. I don't have a film to go over. However, that won't be the case next time, because tomorrow night, I am going to the theaters to watch Mortal Kombat 2. You know, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I love Mortal Kombat. I've been excited to watch this film. Even though the first film sucked, I'm holding out hope that the second film will be good. You know? That's all I asked for. Compared to the first film, which was terrible, I just want the second film to be good. That's all I ask for. So, fingers crossed, hoping tomorrow night when I watch Mortal Kombat 2, it's going to be at least enjoyable. Tomorrow, I do have time, so I plan to rewatch the first Mortal Kombat film. The one that came out in, I think, 2021. So it's already been 5 years. Even though that film sucked, I did only watch it once, and that was when it came out. Or actually a little after it came out. And considering this is a sequel, so I want to rewatch the first film to catch myself up on the story. Even though, let's face it, MK2 looks like it should have been what MK1 was from the beginning, following Johnny Cage and actually about the Mortal Kombat tournament. The first film was just leading up to the tournament. How stupid was that? They even created a film original character too. Which I'm surprised hasn't been, like, DLC in the games yet. You know, they put movie characters into Mortal Kombat DLCs, mostly to promote whatever's the next WB film coming out. And, you know, they even take on the appearance of the actors, so it's like, yeah, I'm surprised they haven't added the Mortal Kombat movie original character into Mortal Kombat as like a DLC character. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't done that yet. I'd be more excited to see Cole Young in the games as DLC, as opposed to in the film. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow night I'm gonna go watch Mortal Kombat 2. Tomorrow night I will finally have some time off, so I'm gonna be going and doing that. Okay, so let me mention this stuff before I forget. A couple months ago, when I hung out with my friends, we were in my friend's living room that had no lights. A couple months ago, it was brought to my attention, something that exists out there on the internet. There is a live stream that is still ongoing that is Pi Plays Pokemon. So, you know how Pi, P-I, you know, the math term? The numbers are infinite, so each number is a different input into the game. And it's gonna go on until the numbers of Pi beats the Pokemon game. And it turns out it's still ongoing. I looked it up too. I looked this up months ago. It's all completely archived on YouTube. Like, every single day, actually. Maybe it's every 12 hours. Yeah, it's every 12 hours. Every 12 hours, there is a new 12-hour-long VOD uploaded. Every single 12 hours. And it's still ongoing. Hold on, let me see. Oldest... over 4 years ago. So, Pi Plays Pokemon Sapphire has been going on for almost 5 years. I can't wait to see... I can't wait to see how long it's been. Or how long it's going to take. So another thing that I just kept on forgetting to mention for like a couple weeks now. Excuse me. Nikocado Avocado. Not only did he lose weight a long time ago, but he also has himself a woman now? And the caption is like, being gay was fun, but I'm 30 now, time to have kids, time to have a family. It's like, what the fuck timeline am I living in? Not only am I in a timeline now where I am significantly fatter than Nikocado Avocado, but he also stopped being gay, has a woman, and is about to have kids? This timeline isn't real. Okay, so earlier today we got the full trailer for Lanterns. It looks okay. First thing I couldn't help but notice is, why isn't the ring fully green? Why is it like in a gold casing? Why isn't the ring fully green? I don't really like the fact that Hal Jordan isn't going to be the main Green Lantern. I'm more of a Hal Jordan fan than I am a John Stewart fan. That's just me. I know there's a lot of people out there who are much bigger fans of John Stewart than Hal Jordan, but me personally, Hal Jordan, he's my Green Lantern. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan that after all these years, we're finally getting another Hal Jordan on screen after Ryan Reynolds. Jeez, it's been 15 years. Oh my god. The Green Lantern movie was 2011, wasn't it? That was 15 years ago since we last got a Hal Jordan on our screen. Anyway, so yeah, the fact that finally we're getting Hal Jordan back on screen in live action, and it seems like this is going to be his first and probably only appearance, since he's already much older and handing the torch, or the ring, to John Stewart. It's like, I don't know how I like that. But anyway, so in the trailer we also see Guy Gardner, he's going to return. And the fact that I couldn't help but notice, in the trailer we also see Garrett Dillahunt in the show, and he's playing yet another cowboy. He went from playing John Dory to whoever he's playing in this show. Yo, this guy, I think he was just meant for the Western life, no? So, last night, my friends and I, we went out for dinner. Oh, by the way, also, this past week in Pokemon Go, we've had the Spring Marathon event where you needed to explore 24 kilometers. Wait, what? No. You needed to explore 42 kilometers to get yourself a costume Pikachu. An exclusive costume Pikachu, of which you only get one shot at. One encounter with. So if it's not good IVs, too bad. If it's not shiny, too bad. So these last couple days, I locked the hell in to try to get enough distance. Today, I had around 8 hours to walk a remaining 6 kilometers, and I did so. Ah, my feet hurt. My fat ass feet hurt, because clearly I don't walk that much. So anyways, how did my Pikachu turn out? Terrible. Not shiny, not good IVs. Yeah, not that great. Oh well, at least now I know. You know, at least I got it. So anyways, last night, my friends and I, we went out for dinner, which of course I was taking full advantage of by also moving around to get distance for, yeah, for that. So, my friends and I last night, we went out to get Hot Pot. I also helped my bitch-ass sister pick up her toys. You know, she orders a lot of things and it's very out of the way to go and pick up, so she always makes me go and pick them up just because she doesn't want to. But, you know, it's like, if she doesn't go out of her way to pick them up because they're out of the way, why would I go out of my way to deliberately go and pick it up for her? It's not like she would ever do the same for me. Only reason I would ever do so is if I just happen to be going to the area as well, which was the case last night. I suggested to my friends, hey, if we're eating around that area, like if we could, I could pick up my sister's shit while I'm there. Not like she would ever do the same for me. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this path for. Maybe I'll keep it till the end, I don't know. And it's a good thing that yesterday I didn't really eat all that much, because it left me enough space for dinner for the all-you-can-eat hot pot. Oof, my breath was rancid afterwards, because I love me some aromatics. I got myself a ton of minced garlic, a lot of green onions. Maybe I got a little too much minced garlic, because the moment I took one bite, it's like, whoo, it coated all of my mouth. By the end of it, they also served a mix of vanilla and ube ice cream, like a twist. You know how, like, maybe at a ice cream truck or even Costco, you get both flavors in one? Well, instead of vanilla and chocolate, it was vanilla and ube. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really feeling it all that much. See, I don't really like... I mean, I like twist ice cream where both are together, but it's like... Man, every time there's a flavor involved with vanilla, you never taste the vanilla. The other flavor always just overpowers the vanilla. The chocolate will always overpower the vanilla, so you can't ever taste the vanilla. And same thing with this ube flavor. All I tasted was ube. I didn't taste any of the vanilla. And the ube was like, Not gonna lie, I may not like this flavor that much. That particular ice cream. I like ube, but like, I don't know, something about that particular ice cream just didn't taste right. Anyway, so I told them about the fact that I'm going to watch Mortal Kombat 2 the night after tomorrow. And I'll probably go alone because no one we know is a Mortal Kombat fan. And I just told them, like, man, why is it so hard for me to go and watch a movie with someone who is also genuinely a fan of the material, who I could discuss with, who actually understands the material and knows what's going on, knows who the characters are? Why is it so hard for that to happen? You know? Why is it so hard for me to go watch a Mortal Kombat film with someone who is a fan of Mortal Kombat? Anyway, so they kind of gave me an ultimatum. They dangled a deal in front of me. Because these guys, they really want me to go and play volleyball with them, and I'm not a fan of volleyball. I do not like playing volleyball. There's a reason I haven't played volleyball since high school. I do not like playing volleyball. It hurts. But yeah, these guys, they're saying, like, we don't have enough people to go and play volleyball. So, you want to come? No, I don't want to come. I don't want to play volleyball. I tell them, like, the only sport I actually enjoy is badminton, and they're like, really? But badminton's so much worse. It's so much harder than volleyball. It's like, what? What? So yeah, they gave me a deal. They offered me a deal. They get into Mortal Kombat in exchange for me going to volleyball with them. You would think that's a sweet deal. It's like, okay. Because I explained it to them too. They really just need to catch up with 4 games. MK9 all the way to MK1. So that would be Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11, and Mortal Kombat 1. You know, you don't really need all the games that came prior, unless you really want to know. You know, more so the modern day storyline. So I told them, you really just need to watch the cutscenes for those 4 games. So you might think, okay, it's worth it then, right? You know, they sit through like 15 hours of gameplay cutscenes and you just go play volleyball with them one time. That's a sweet deal. It's like, no, that's not it. That's not all. They were saying for every hour that they invest into watching the game's story, I must pay it forward with an hour of volleyball. So 15 hours of them watching 4 games worth of cutscenes, I will have to pay them back with 15 hours of volleyball. But here's the thing too, even if I agreed to those terms, they're not likely to ever go play volleyball because they never really have enough people. So like, even if we do 1 hour of volleyball, 1 day, a year, that would be 15 years. I know it sounds like a sweet deal, but like, I just don't want to play volleyball under any circumstance. What else happened? Okay, it's also reported that Soldier Boy will not be in the boys' finale episode, and people are upset. I'm gonna hold my judgment and reservations until after I've seen the episode. Because I also heard this idea. It's not even a rumor, it's just someone with an idea I heard online. What if VOT Rising isn't completely 100% set in the past, in the 50s? What if it kind of works like, I don't know, like Arrow did for the first 5 seasons, where half the show is scenes that take place in the past, and half the show takes place in the present, after The Boys Season 5. So, it would... the events that take place in present day would take place after The Boys Season 5. Soldier Boy is still frozen, but someone will let him out, right? And then he'll reference events that took place during the past in VOT Rising. That's a neat idea. So the show will be both a sequel and a prequel, if that is the case. Now, this is just someone's idea I heard online. This isn't even a rumor of how the show's gonna be. But if that were to be the case, that would be kinda cool, and I would not be mad at it. I would be less mad, kinda. I would be less mad at The Boys Season 5 for being such a mess of a final season, if that were the case. Because they clearly planned this ahead of time. But then again, it would be like, well, you guys didn't think about the final season as a complete product, and instead, you knew something was coming up, so you just decided to make it sloppy, right? I don't know, it's just an idea I thought was pretty cool. If half of VOT Rising is in present day, and the other half was actually the prequel. Excuse me, I had a hiccup right when I said that. I don't know. Let me know your idea. Alright, let's see. So, something I saw on Instagram is that a girl I knew from my high school, from when we were in high school together, I spoke to her like a handful of times in high school. It turns out she's pregnant. Not only is she pregnant, she's super pregnant. Her belly is very big already. She looks like she's due any day. And it turns out she just posted that she just had a reveal that it's going to be a boy. It's going to be a son. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Damn, at the age of 25, she's already having a... Oops. She's already having a 5. Me, on the other hand, what am I doing at this age? I didn't do fucking shit! She might be the first person I've seen from high school that is already having a kid. Like, for God's sake, my sister's 30, and she hasn't had a kid yet. Does anyone else feel this? When you see people you knew from the past, you see where their lives are at, and then you just feel so much shittier about your own life. You know? It's like I would love to be in that position. You know? Have a spouse, have a kid. I would love to be in that position, but sadly, I don't think that's ever going to be the case for me. But yeah, it's like seeing her, the same age as me, seeing her already at this stage in life, and then I think to myself, I look at myself, it's like, what are you doing, huh? Like, what have you done in your life? Anyway, so from her post, I don't know if that baby belly of hers was fake or not. I don't think so, but it was huge. It was enormous. She looks like she's due any day now, and she's only now doing the gender reveal? Unless they knew beforehand and they're showing everyone else, but like, I don't know, the reaction seemed genuine when the blue balloons came out of the box. Fuck! Already having a kid! Me, on the other hand... You know, last night, eating hot pot with my friends, we discussed the bullshittery that I deal with from my sister. So, remember how before I mentioned that we might get me a new car for this job, for this brand new job, as stupid as that sounds? Just hold on, hear me out. New job, new car. It sounds like my life is going pretty good, don't you? So, only thing missing is a girlfriend. If I have a new job, a new car, a new girlfriend, I could just basically tell my family to fuck off and leave me the hell alone. If I had that one missing piece of the puzzle, I could just simply tell my sister, fuck off, with all the shit that you do. Oh, by the way, I hope you guys are hydrating out there. Because today, I've been complaining about how cold it's been lately, despite it being mid-May. So we should be getting into the summer months. Sure, I was complaining, but I personally still enjoyed it because I much prefer the cold to the heat. Today, finally started feeling hot. Today was genuinely hot, and I don't like it. Summer is upon us. So yeah, I hope you guys are hydrating out there. I don't remember which video I saw this from. It was a video where I think it's a firefighter. Maybe it was back from the, like, Los Angeles fires. I can't remember. I saw a video where someone was saying, you need to hydrate for tomorrow, today. If you're hydrating today, for today, it's already too late. You need to hydrate for tomorrow, today. So you drink water today to hydrate for tomorrow. Yeah, she's already having a kid. What have I done with my life? Diddly squat. And here's where I want to tell you guys something I am planning to do. Not like any of you guys will see it. Okay, so I've decided I am going to start posting on Instagram again. Don't get too excited now, my Instagram is privated. I stopped posting on Instagram a couple years ago, almost 4 years ago, I think. Because of some drama with some friends of mine. They pulled a prank on me, but like, you know, what was supposed to be a funny joke, I saw it as a serious matter. You know, this could have been a genuine threat. Oops. So like, I felt betrayed. If friends did this to me, who knows what enemies would do to me. So then I decided I'm just gonna stop posting on Instagram altogether. Well, enough time has passed where I think it's safe enough for me to post on Instagram again. So what I've decided to post on Instagram is everything I have. I've decided I'm going to post onto my Instagram my collections of everything. Literally everything. Amiibos, Funko Pops, U2s, Beyblades, Bakugan, Pokemon cards, Hot Wheels, literally everything. McDonald's toys, other random, like, you know, capsule machine toys I have, consoles, video games, literally anything and everything I have. Keychains, blind box sets, random stuff I bought off of eBay, McDonald's toys, I already mentioned that actually. It's like, I've decided I'm just gonna post anything and everything I have. And I don't think you guys truly grasp how much I have. I could post daily for years and not even come close to running out of material to post. And it doesn't even have to be like the materialistic things I have too. I could even post things like, I don't know, a couple of shirts I have. Not like I have anything fancy, like I don't have no Gucci or Louis Vuitton clothing. But like, I don't know, just a couple of shirts where I like the design. I could just post a couple of stuff like that, or even post whatever drink I bought that day. Like if I bought a Starbucks, you know, post literally anything. I could even post things that aren't physical but digital. I could post some of the rarest shiny Pokemon I've caught. I could post some of the achievements I have in video games, right? Like I'll post literally just whatever I have and everything that I have. And it doesn't even have to be limited to just like collectibles or video game stuff or merchandise. It could literally be like, alright, here's the kitchen tool I use for this purpose. Like, here's the thermometer I bought off of Best Buy. I actually did buy a thermometer off of Best Buy. I was eyeballing it for a while. I wanted to, and then one day came to where I needed to get something extra for free shipping, but it turns out it didn't even contribute to free shipping, but so I just bought it anyways. So yeah, I've decided I'm gonna post on Instagram, probably daily, probably just one item daily. I don't want to bombard everyone's timeline with like 1,000 posts a day, even though I could easily do that. That would take me all day to do. I don't want to do it like that. So yeah, I'm thinking of starting to post on Instagram daily, literally of just anything and everything I have. Stuff like Labubus as well. Couple of plushes I have. Like, I bought the Ordinary Sausage U2's plush. I also bought the Dashi U2's plush. Yeah, so I'm thinking of posting literally just everything I have. Show the world all of the poor financial decisions I have ever made. Yeah, I don't think you guys really grasp how much I truly have. As if me listing off the things I already listed off wasn't enough. Amiibos, Hot Wheels, Pokemon cards, video games, Bakugan, Beyblades, Funko Pops, blind box sets, Labubus. Like, that alone is already a crap ton. And what about all the McDonald's toys I've eBayed over the years, or I've just also collected over the years? Like, I have a crap ton of things I could post. It's gonna be hard to keep track as I go, because there may be times where I post something I've already posted. It's like, oh, whoops. Can you blame me? I posted this like 3 years ago. And as life goes on, I'm gonna naturally buy more things, and I'll post more things. And think about this too. What if some things came in bundles? Like, you guys remember many years ago the Persona 5 Royal Collector's Edition? Came with the steel case, came with a mask, came with the box, like, bundles, you know? So that's my plan for my Instagram account. Literally everything I have. Like, I could post individually, day by day, every video game I have. Me posting every single amiibo I have will probably take me like a year to complete. What about all the Funko Pops I've bought? What about all the Hot Wheels I've collected as a kid? All the Pokemon cards? Well, I'm not going to post every single Pokemon card. I'll only post, like, the big ones, the ones that really are interesting. So yeah, I have a shit ton of things to post. I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start posting on Instagram pretty much daily if I can keep it consistent. I'm gonna post every single day of something that I have, and it can honestly go on for years and years, just non-stop. Every single day, I would have something brand new to post. Like, I can even, I know this sounds like a stupid idea, I can even post coins, like money. I'm not gonna flex like I'm not gonna flex like 10 $100 bills. I'm talking like special coins. If you're in Canada, you'll understand. The fact that coins up here in Canada, I don't know if other places in the world does this. Coins have different designs on them. Special coins, special designs. I'll post some of the rare ones I've collected over the years. Like for all my Canadians out there, the Goth Toonie, remember that? Or even the glow-in-the-dark Toonie, remember that? Yeah. And besides, it'll just be great documentation for myself. I could one day, maybe like 10 years in the future, scroll through my own Instagram and see, holy shit, I have all of this. This is all my property. Like, imagine if I go on trips and I buy a suitcase full of merchandise. That alone will be a lot of content to post. So that's my plan for my Instagram. I don't know when I'm gonna start, maybe within the next couple days if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I have a lot of things to post. I don't know, I've kind of been inspired by like No Shaman Feeding. His account posts exclusively like Bakugan stuff. And then I'm thinking, I could post stuff like that. I could post things I have. And then I thought, why limit it to just one of the things I collect? I could post everything I have. Like, think, I'm probably not gonna say screenshot every single shiny Pokemon I own and post it one at a time. We'll be here for like 30 years if that's the case. Maybe like the really big, exciting shinies, I'll screenshot and post. Like, I'm not just gonna post a random, I don't know, what's a random, what's something basic in Pokemon Go? I'm not just gonna screenshot and post every single random shiny Lillipup in Pokemon Go, or every shiny Poochyena, every shiny Fletchling, but like, a shiny legendary that I have really wanted. Finally, I got it shiny. Even though I've kind of gotten everything I want, kinda. In Pokemon Go, I've gotten all 5 forms of Genesect shiny. I've gotten all 4 forms of Deoxys shiny. There are a couple of shiny chases I want in Pokemon Go. I do want a Stakataka, which is harder to get than you think. I do want a shiny Snowy Cast form. Yeah, there's still a couple of shiny chases I want. Oh, by the way, it's Victoria Day here in Canada, so there are fireworks going on outside. Yeah, that's my plan for my Instagram. Post everything. Post Legos, post pins, post random cards I have. Oh, speaking of Legos, so there's a couple of things that Lego has that are soon going to be discontinued. And it's like, oh shit, I kind of have to buy them now. The Mario Lego set, which like, I don't really think I want to spend the money for that. It'd be nice to have, but I think I'll live fine without it. But there is one thing in particular I do want. The Lego Legend of Zelda Deku Tree set. The one that you can build into the Deku Tree from either Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild. I do want that, but, oh, $389.99 Canadian. Oh, I almost got a heart attack seeing that price tag. And after tax, it's like $440. Oh my goodness. Oh. You know, in a perfect world, I would buy 2 of the sets and have both Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild Deku Trees separately. But we don't live in a perfect world. Think of it more as an investment. I spent $440 on it now. I don't have to spend like, you know, $44,000 on it in the future. Have you seen how much sealed, old, discontinued Lego sets go for? Someday, maybe 30 years from now, I'm gonna be like, shit, I wish I bought that before it discontinued. The hell with buying a house nowadays, am I right? So yeah, I may have to buy that before it's too late. And, you know, of course, that would be another thing for me to post onto Instagram. Man, I feel like all my followers, which are just friends and a couple of family members, I feel like they're just gonna start muting me, blocking me, because like, god damn, this guy posts every single day. It's annoying. Though I'm sure some of the nerds are gonna find it fascinating, like, holy shit, this guy just keeps on posting and posting and posting. The things he has just doesn't stop. I want to see what else this guy has. I can't wait for the next post. I don't know, I doubt that will ever happen. And as heartbreaking as it is, I could also look at all the posts in the future and tally up how much money I've spent over the years, and like I said, all the poor financial decisions I have made. Let me tell you this, I could probably have bought like 10 houses with how much money I've spent on useless stuff in my life. Yeah, I know, I clearly did not make good life choices, but yeah, here I am. Still breathing, and I don't know about happy. And you know, me posting all that stuff is just stuff I know about. What about all the childhood knickknacks I'd forgotten in the basement? If I dig it up, it's like, oh my god, I remember this. I should post this. Anyway, so yeah, that's my plan for my Instagram account, which I'll probably start soon. Okay, give me a second. Actually, this time. You know, not like I know anything about alcohol, but I could also post like some of the really old and vintage wine my parents have. Just ideas to throw out there. I mean, some things I would probably post together. Like, I would not stretch it out to post one of them at a time. Like, say, McDonald's toy sets. Kind of like the Minecraft set. I would not post each one individually, stretching it out to 6 days. I'll put them all in one post together. That kind of thing. Probably same goes for, like, a couple of amiibos, too. Steve and Alex, I'll post those together. I don't know, I'll just play it by ear. I'll see what to do. Although it would be cool for me to post... It would be cool to see posting them all separately and just scrolling through it, you can see them right away. I could even post, like, you know, the Tom Ford sunglasses I have that I honestly never wear. Because they're too expensive. I don't trust myself to, you know, not lose them. I don't trust myself to, you know, not damage them, so... Yeah, Anyway, so enough of me babbling. I think I should go on to talk about the one and only episode we are going to cover today. Hold on, I got 2 more orange slices here. Let me finish eating these. Just a sip of water. Okay, so, from Season 4, Episode 4. It turns out, last night when I went out to Hot Pot, 2 of my other friends actually watched this show. So, what? Oh, you guys watch From, but you don't watch Walking Dead, huh? That's some bullshit. Oh, right, we did. Wait, how did I forget to mention that? Walking Dead! We got the release date for Dead City Season 3. It's... what was it again? July something. July 26th! So we got the release date for Walking Dead, Dead City Season 3, July 26th. And we even got some cast reveals, some casting announcements. We have Raul Castillo joining the cast. I just saw him in Smile 2. And we even have Amy Garcia joining the show. Oh no, I don't want to see her die. I don't want to see Ella Lopez die. She was such a sweetheart in Lucifer. I don't want to see her die. Every single side character has died so far in Dead City. So yes, Dead City. Can't wait. Fingers crossed it's better than Season 2. Season 2 was to me. Season 1 was pretty great. Season 2 was, in my opinion, a step down. We have no official word yet if Season 3 of Dead City will be the final season. We know Daryl Dixon is ending in Season 4, but we don't know about Dead City just yet. Anyway, so, from Season 4, Episode 4. So we see our characters at the sheriff's office. They're discussing the man in yellow. So Henry mentions how Miranda would paint what she saw here, including the man in yellow. So Henry will go and talk to Victor about what he saw. For now, they want to keep Tabitha's reincarnation a secret from Henry, from everyone. So Jade has an idea. If Miranda painted the man in yellow, maybe the answers are in Tabitha's mind as well, if she also took the shrooms to unlock them. Well, obviously Tabitha's not going to do that, or at least she doesn't in this episode. Sarah asks why Sophia wants to live with her if Kenny told her what she did. Same old, same old. It's like, well, despite what you did, you seem like a nice person. So Sarah leaves to prepare breakfast for them. We see, quote-unquote, Sophia, or the man in yellow. Seems like he wills into existence pain for Sarah. Because, wow, I kind of forgot this was even the case. Sarah starts screaming in pain because she starts hearing the voices in her head again. Follow up on that later. Jade begins his mushroom trip. How the hell does he know these mushrooms aren't toxic, but instead are the hallucinogenic ones? I don't know, just a leap of faith, I suppose. Well, we see, it turns out Ethan, he went to the RV to get the radio to try to talk to his dad. He's trying to radio his dad. Oh, breaks your heart to see. So Tabitha walks in, and she agrees to help Ethan, quote-unquote, find the lake of... I almost said Lake of Rage. Lake of Tears. So Julie and Randall, they go through Ethan's books to try to find answers. Tabitha wants Julie to come too. But Julie wants to stay with Randall, not telling her mother about the fact that she's trying to find answers in the books. Tabitha understandably gets the wrong idea, so she assures Randall not to break Julie's trust, or else. Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't the only one getting, like, concerning vibes from these two. It's like, I'm pretty sure Julie isn't even 18 yet, like the character, and I think Randall is, like, much older than her. But, thankfully, seems like they're keeping things mature, alright? So Donna and Ellis are leaving with others to go get food. Remember a couple seasons ago, they found that cabin by the lake that also has a bunch of vegetables growing, that has like the freaky scarecrow statue things? They're going there to gather more food. Tabitha wants her and Ethan to join as well. And Kenny is in charge in the meantime. So, Elgin has completed what Fatima asked him to do. She needs to do the rest alone. Henry goes to talk to Victor, or at least he tries to, and just ends up helping him count the distance of the trees instead. Remember when Victor used to do that? I mean, Henry knows his son is kind of emotionally unstable, so he knows not to just rush into questioning him, but instead just follow along and partake in what his son is doing. Smart. Kenny finds a water leak in the colony house's ceiling, and somehow that leads him to Fatima making mud mounds? We see Boyd pull out a trinket box of his and looks at Abby's wedding ring. Notices the infinity symbol engraved inside the ring. At first, when I was watching this, I didn't think this would be something important for the episode, but boy, have I learned my lesson. Even these small moments have payoffs. At this point, the shrooms haven't kicked in for Jade yet. Kenny goes to the sheriff's office to get Boyd to go to Fatima. They still haven't covered the fact that the sheriff's office is uninhabitable at night. They still have not covered that. Well, we see Elgin, he goes to the church and he runs into Sarah. Sarah tells Elgin, or she first asks, "Do you still see the kimono woman?" Maybe because you did what she asked you to do, she leaves you alone now. Sarah reveals that she thought the same thing, the same was the case for her, but no, the voices are back in Sarah's head. And so she tells Elgin the voices told her, very specifically, to go to the diner, pour water from the pitcher, drink from the cup, and pour the remaining water back into the pitcher. And she has to do it, or else someone she cares about will get hurt. Seems like something simple, right? But Sarah is afraid that maybe if someone drinks from it, the voices could pass on to someone else, like a curse. And she doesn't want anyone else to suffer through what she had to do, or what she has experienced. Finally, Henry asks Victor about the yellow suit man, or just the yellow suit in general. And Victor, instead of just talking, Victor will take him somewhere to see something. Boyd asks Fatima what she's doing, and she simply replies, "I'm making a monster." Yikes, that's not concerning at all. So, Julie and Randall discuss the book. So, there's a lot of exposition here. To visit previous stories, they need to make a bookmark. Whatever that means. But, you know, I'm glad that they covered this. Even though they were just borderline explaining to the audience, you know? You know how sometimes dialogue is there to literally explain it to the audience word for word? Well, I'm glad they at least covered this, you know? At least I'm glad they did that. So, how could they know that this book is real? As crazy as it sounds, the fact that this book is guiding them to be able to time travel. So Julie, yes, my voice did just crack there. So Julie has a pretty solid comparison. The fact that her mother, Tabitha, had a dream about this place as a kid without knowing that it was this place. So, how many other kids or adults out there could have dreamt of this place? Maybe this author did and wrote it all down. Randall brings up a pretty good, compelling argument, or opposing argument. But then why this book out of the thousands of books, thousands of non-fiction, science fiction, time travel books out there? This argument was kind of weak from Julie. She says it's because Ethan had it when they came, so maybe it's fate. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit weak, but honestly, what else can she really what else can she really say? So, Fatima explains why she's doing this. She explains stuff about her father, the beliefs. Yeah. And the fact that she is making a golem. Or golem. No, not Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Not Golem, the Pokémon. Whatever. So, you know, a golem. A giant made of clay who protects. Kenny is worried about Fatima, worried that she isn't well, because they've seen this place change people little by little, and Kenny is afraid that that Fatima that they see is not the same person that they knew. So the group that's going out to get the food, Donna asks why Tabitha is even out here. I'm not going to go into all the details, but basically Tabitha pours her heart out to Donna, and Donna comforts her. It was a very nice moment. I did like that. Yo, Donna is kind of a great character, no? I feel like Donna would be absolutely outstanding to, like, go and have a drink with, even though I don't drink. Ethan and Ellis find a CGI bird on the ground with a broken wing. And it being not a crow, Ethan wants to take it with them so that it can be healed at the Lake of Tears. So we get a brief shot of Sophia staring at Dale's grave in the pool's walls. Sarah goes to the diner where Bacta, you know, the bus driver lady, I swear I don't think I've ever heard her name before. But yeah, the bus driver lady offers her a place there again. Being like, you used to work here, didn't you? Well, I came here before, not before, I came here after everything you did, but getting to know you, you know, I would give you a second chance. I would welcome you here to work and help out again. Well, hearing some screams come from outside the diner, everyone rushes out. Sophia is in the pool with an injured arm. She felt like someone pushed her in. When, let's face it, in reality, she just fell in purposely, screamed to put up the performance, and probably just mangled her own arm as a performance. Yeah, the man in yellow can act. I've been saying this. Get this guy in a Christopher Nolan movie. So anyway, seeing that Sophia is hurt, Sarah rushes back to the diner to do... Wait. Sarah rushes back to the diner so the... Jesus Christ. Sarah goes back to the diner to do the water pitcher task. Because she hadn't done it yet. She was debating back and forth. Do I do it or do I not? Well, she actually, after seeing Sophia hurt, she goes back and does it. But she is going to stay and watch it. She's going to stay and watch the water to see if anyone will drink from it. And what will happen if someone did. So Jade offers Boyd a different viewpoint. Instead of asking why Fatima is making that thing, why is Fatima making it now? Seems like a small difference, doesn't it? But it feels like a small change, but it makes the difference. Alright, so the group makes it to where the food supply is, and Ethan wants to bring the bird to the Lake of Tears. But first, they need to find the Lake of Tears. Randall sees Julie cut her hair short. Uh-oh. We've seen in the future where that leads. Yeah, she's saying last time she went through time, her long hair almost got her killed. Because, you know, the monsters grabbed her hair and yoinked her back. We've seen this before. In The Walking Dead, when Lee cuts Clementine's hair. We saw this in The Walking Dead Red Machete webisode. We've seen this before. Yeah, so Julie cuts her hair, cuts her own hair. Nice and short. Well, not that short, actually. It's like neck length. Okay, so this is where I kind of scratch my head. This is where I kind of get confused and don't understand where the story is going. Like, what the writers are trying to convey. So they go through with their bookmark plan. So their bookmark is to draw a symbol on a paper and leave it in the past. And it should be there in present day. Or at least that's what I thought their plan was. And if that was the plan, it's like, what does that even do? That was the impression I got when they were discussing their bookmark plan. You know what that made me think of? Remember in The Flash Season 5 when I think it was the 100th episode, when they got the device they needed to defeat Cicada, so Flash plants it in the past, so then the fight in present day he was able to get it, like he vibrated it, he phased it into one of the hospital pillars, I think, and in present day he was able to just get it back. That's what I thought, you know? By Julie drawing a symbol on a sheet of paper and leaving it in the past, it will be there in present day. Though I question, what the hell would that bookmark even do? Anyway, so... So Julie goes in and she sees an absolute massacre. She sees the man in yellow for the first time, blood-soaked and eating body parts. Was this guy eating, like, a liver? So yeah, Julie sees the man in yellow for the first time. And he is, like I said, blood-soaked and devouring corpses. So Julie gets approached, like the man in yellow is just slowly, gradually building speed, charging towards her. So she panics, she really quickly draws a symbol on the paper, drops both the paper and the pen in the past before Randall pulls her out. But the bookmark didn't work. She pulls the paper back out from her pocket in present day, no symbol on the paper. So the bookmark didn't work. And I'm thinking like, what? Now I don't even understand. Like, what? I beg your pardon? Yes! Yes! Shiny Heatran! Yes! It took 20 of these to do! To get this! Shiny Heatran! Yes! My light just flickered. Oh my goodness, I am going to take this and save the game before something happens. My lights flickered again. Quickly save the game, save the game, save the game before the power, before I get a blackout, before the stream may cut off. I forget. Yeah, I think these were all the phases I got. So 5 phases. Shiny Heatran! How the hell did this say 20 parts to do? Anyway, so... yeah, I didn't understand how the bookmark works, so I asked a friend of mine, that same douchebag who got me into this show. So, he pretty much explained. Essentially, if the symbol appears when she drops the paper, it signifies that the symbol will allow her to go back to that point in time. So she can control where she goes by bookmarking specific parts of her story walk. What? Wait, so you're telling me if she, in the past, draws a symbol on the paper, and if that symbol stays on the paper in present day, then that means it's bookmarked. Yeah, that still doesn't make too much sense to me. Whatever. Anyway, so... you know what, at first I thought what the bookmark meant. So we saw Julie draw the symbol on the paper and then drop the paper and pen. Because I was thinking like, okay, so you dropped it in the past. Are you now expecting to find that exact same sheet of paper in present day and the pen? So you potentially dropped it years in the past, out in the open, not even in a drawer or anywhere secure. Who knows if the wind could have blown it away, if the rain could have destroyed it. Nah, you drew it and you put it in the past in the middle of the street and you hope that you would find it in present day? Was that the plan? Because that was the plan. That would have been a stupid ass plan, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Anyways, I don't completely understand how the bookmark works. It sounds stupid. But yeah, ooh, that was pretty crazy to see the man in yellow completely drenched in blood and just feasting. And speaking of the man in yellow, so Victor brought his father to his truck hideout and he digs up old drawings. Victor shows his father the drawings and reveals that he came in a car like the rest of them. They welcomed him, but he wasn't like them. After everyone died, Miranda went to the bottle tree where Victor saw him eating her. You can see the horror on Henry's face, knowing the fate of his wife, knowing the fate of his son's mother. So, it seems like it's not the first time the man in yellow came into the town by car. Only this time, only previously, he actually came in the way he looked. Anyway, so Sophia's arm is broken with a huge asterisk for all of that. She tells Christy and Marielle the story about Abraham. Alright. The man in yellow's character he's playing, Sophia, well, she is religious, Catholic or whatever, so, So, Bacta, or Batka, I don't know which letter comes first. She pours out the water and Sarah is terrified. Boyd and Kenny ask why Fatima is doing this now, and Fatima says that she still feels connected to the monster. That, the monster that was inside her. But it goes both ways. He can feel her pain, and he enjoys it. So Fatima making the golem makes her feel strong. So they decide to just, leave Fatima alone for now. And then, just as Boyd is leaving, Abby's ring just falls and no clips right next to him? Right next to Boyd? Boyd picks it up and recognizes that it's his wife's ring. So he and Jade rush back to the sheriff's office to see if the ring is still there. Boyd pulls the ring... Wait. Boyd puts the ring on the counter, opens his box to find the ring still inside, and then he looks over and sees the ring on the counter disappeared. What the fuck? I give up. You know what? Like, I give up. At this point, I don't know anymore. So, while Ellis and the others are collecting food, Donna and Tabitha pour lake water onto the bird. Not sure if this is the Lake of Tears or not. You know, maybe they're going to reveal that the whole time, that lake was the Lake of Tears. We don't know yet. So one of the guys finds something buried, and it looks like a rope leading into the lake. He pulls it, and I almost thought he pulled like a giant cork, and the lake was about to drain. That's what I thought, but no. Off in the distance, something floats up to the water surface, and it almost looks like a body? It's kind of hard to see. I don't exactly know what has floated up. But yeah, there you go. There's the episode. Okay, let us put this Heatran into Pokemon Home. Wait, Pokemon ZA, because that was the whole point. That was the whole point of me doing this. To put it into Legend ZA. And you know what this means? I can finally play Legend ZA again. Because I found Cobalion, but I haven't shiny hunted it yet. I was waiting until after I got the shiny Heatran, which, now that I knew how long it took... Where did I put that game cartridge? Oh shit, where is it? Ah, here it is. Oh, I'm sweating. It's hot. Even with the AC on, it's still hot. Oh yeah, here's my Pokemon Go collection, by the way. I'll just drop this off here for now. Here's my Pokemon Go collection of fully evolved Pokemon. Like you've seen the beginning, you see the progress now. I don't want to waste box space by doing a full Pokemon Home living dex. Maybe one day I will, but for now, nah. Now just fully evolved forms and, you know, Pokemon that don't evolve. As you can see, the most recent one as of this moment is Flittle, which I have yet to evolve. Baby Pokemon. And if you're wondering where are the legendaries, well, I separated the legendaries onto their own. Here they are. In case you're new and you don't know why this is the case here, these are all the bad IV legendaries from my Pokemon Go. And instead of just deleting them, transferring them, I sent them to home. So every single legendary you see here, just know that they had shitty IVs. So I sent them here. I could send more Darkrai, but I'm waiting until Pokemon caught in Safari Balls can be sent. I have made it to the point I am sending over my Genesects, my shitty Genesects. I still have like 24 more to send. So yeah, still a long process for these. Anyways, enough dilly-dallying, enough me flexing my Pokemon Go stuff. Let us put this shiny Heatran into Legend ZA. No, not Arceus. Alright, so you can see here, I've already organized all my shinies. The empty spaces are Pokemon that are currently in my team, in my party. So, here's my shiny Latios. Here's my shiny Latios. And then, before I before I hunt for shiny Cobalion, I wanted to get shiny Heatran first. Because Heatran comes next in the Pokedex. Oh yeah, here's me trying to find a specific nature for an Alpha Froakie. So you know what I'm gonna do? Move these over. Not like I need these, but I'll just move them over anyways. So, you might think... Hold on. And then you get the warning. You might think I'm going to put this here. But I'm actually not. I'm actually going to put it here. Because I haven't done it yet. These two are going to be a shiny Meltan and Melmetal that I caught in Pokemon Go. I haven't, I haven't sent them up yet. So there's going to be a pretty big questionable gap in catches, but I know the history myself, so it's going to be fine. So I caught this on February 15th, and then February 26th, and then all the way until May 18th for this. And then afterwards, it's going to be Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. Ideally, I would have Meltan and Melmetal after, since those take place after in the Pokedex, but, like, you kind of can't control when they're eligible to be shiny. So the fact that timing-wise, those two shiny happened here, after Heatran, it's like, well, that's just the way the timeline played out. That's just the way history has been written. Alright, so, Heatran put into Legends ZA, and it will stay there forever. So now that Heatran can never go back to the old games. Even though... Have you seen the videos of people explaining that they went into Pokemon Home's code? And there's nothing stopping the code from preventing Pokemon from going back to previous games. So this was a deliberate choice made. Because there's nothing wrong, there's nothing stopping the Pokemon from being able to go back to old games. So the fact that Game Freak made it this way, this was a deliberate choice they made. But there you go, the Heatran hunt is finally over. Let's take a look at Shiny Mega Heatran. It's been a while since I played this game. How do I play it again? I feel like it's going to be near the bottom. Oh, I've missed this music. Wait, what? Alright, Shiny Heatran. Which is a little smaller than I thought it would be. But if only I can get it. Okay, there we go. There we go. This is what I would imagine the size to be for regular Heatran. It barely changes. You really can just tell by the eye color. See, this is why I never really cared for Pokemon following you. But yeah, shiny Mega Heatran, finally! Ooh, nice little spin. Alright, after 20 streams, that's like almost 40 hours of hunting this thing. 5 phases later, we finally got shiny Heatran for the Mega. Alright, I will end this here. I finished talking about From. I had nothing else planned to talk about today, which is good. I will end this here, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this journey to get shiny Heatran. I do know what I want to hunt next, but I'm not prepared yet. I don't have the shiny charm in Legends Arceus yet. So, yeah, that'll take some time. Alright, so, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.